What up, man? Urban Latino right here. Sport TV, of course, my man. All day. Pete Pat was, man. It wouldn't be happening if it wasn't for King Sport TV right now. We got niggas doing interviews on right now. We got people waiting for their turn. My man, Chris Dior, you know what I mean? The office burrito.
Do what I do, I'll be there in a minute. I got one.
I want to ask you a question. In the article it says about the payola situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? About paying DJs or radio people that to play music.
Mm-hmm.
And in the article it says that you never paid anybody, which I believe.
Okay.
You're the only unsigned artist that I can sit here right now and co-sign and say I believe you never paid anybody because of the love and respect that you got from all these DJs.
Yes.
Well, how do you feel about these artists that are coming up right now doing that? Going up to DJs and saying, hey, how much you want right now if you play my record?
I mean, you know what? At the end of the day, people are gonna do what they want to do. Like, you understand? If somebody wants to pay to get their record played, then I can't say nothing. That's the way you get your record played. That's the way you get your record played.
But do you feel like you're getting cheap? Me personally,
I don't feel like
you're cheating.
You know what? I just look at it like this. You know what? I can look at myself and say I worked for my success and I didn't pay for my success.
Right.
You understand? I'd rather work. Like, that's what I was just telling Melissa now. Like, she's like, you're always in the studio. I'm like, yeah. Like, if I let them outwork me, then I already lost the battle. I already lost it. So, like, when it comes to like DJs playing your record, like, I can't knock somebody's gonna be like, yo, here's 10 stacks, play my record for a month straight. I know people that have done that. I know DJs that take it.
I can sit here and tell you that too.
Yeah, I know DJs that take it, but at the end of the day, you know, I can't knock their hustle. I don't know how they feed their family. I can't tell anybody anything, and if somebody feels like that's the way.
Well, good music is good music.
And look, I always said this.
I respect this.
My first record on FM radio was played by DJ Camilo. First record ever was played by DJ Camilo. Ever, right? I went to Camilo about 6 different times with the Tony Sunshine record. And he didn't hear it. He didn't listen to it. He didn't care. Then he heard it. I still remember that. The record right after that was the record I did with Nate Dogg. It was the Can't Be Faded record.
Right.
He heard the record and then heard the record after and said, no, that's right. You don't have to do anything. I got you. I got you. And on January 13th of 2009, I want to say it was, that was the first time I heard my record on that film. And if I can remember that, that means it was important to me and I never had to pay nobody. And then you can check anybody. Called DJ. They wrote an article on me on an online blog site and said that I paid DJ enough.
No.
It said that I paid DJ enough.
No.
Yeah, I paid DJ enough some money to pay my record, but because all the heavy hitters play the record. So then, like, if you pay the head guy, then he says it to everybody. Then the whole team gets it. At the end of the day, I didn't pay nobody. I know enough. Like, that's my dude. I know Freddie P. That's my nigga. Like, Freddie P. is one of the people that put me in my situations where I'm at now, so it's like, yeah, and that's a real dude, like, you understand? And then nobody ever took any money, so I don't say that.
I'm gonna take this call. Take out the call real quick. Urban Latino Radio, who's this? Hello? 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 No, they don't go. I ain't gonna take calls yet. Alright. But you know, talking about, you know, Freddie P and every shout out to Freddie P.
Shout out to them.
You know, shout out to the heavy hitters and all that. But who was the coward to edit that, to put that?
I didn't even know. I didn't even pay attention to it. Somebody sent it. Somebody had sent me a link to the email and just said like, yo, look, artists that like payola kind of artists or whatever, like people that paid it, and then they figured, I guess since I just came out the woodwork, I just came out of nowhere. Oh, this kid's paying for radio spins. I never paid nobody, man. Like, the shit says it there is because it's true. The shit, not because somebody wants to go fabricate anything. I always told people, like, Pro Style is my man, Camilo's my dude, Enough is my dude. This is just New York DJs. I'm not even mentioning that. Shout out to Effect and everybody in Miami. These are the people, this not like niggas that, you know what I'm saying? Like DJs that just be like, oh, I'm gonna play a record. No, shout out to Cash One, shout out to Bobby Trends, like, shout out to DJ Mike Sessions, not even on the radio, like these are just people that, you know, they play the record. If the shit is whack, don't play it. I tell them, if you don't like this shit, don't play it. That's not your record, don't play it. Like, if you don't fuck with it, don't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I can't force somebody. Intense stacks.
Like I said, good music is good music.
No matter what.
No matter what. So if you're still gonna end up paying, me personally like this, if you're gonna pay me 10 G's and I'm playing something whack, I'd rather give you your 10 G's right back.
like, you know what? Another thing is, eventually, you, like, as an artist, how much are you gonna dish out?
Right.
To try to stay relevant. You understand? If your music's whack, you just whack. Like, what are you gonna do then? What are you gonna do 5 years later when you down $500,000, 750,000? I know artists.
You need to go flip burgers.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That I always went. You could ask, yo, enough, yo. I hope somebody tells it. Yo, I sat down in the car with DJ Enough the first day I played Billionaire for him. The next day he tweeted it. He didn't even wait till the next day. He tweeted it on the car. He said, "Oh God," like, you know what I'm saying? Like, got you. This ain't got nothing to do with money. This shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing. When I drop a record, if the shit is whack, the shit is whack. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every shot, Jordan shot wasn't going in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Every day, but at the end of the day, I take my chances. Like, I'm building relationships with my DJ. So right now, but I just finished saying, yo, look, you need that record? Look, just put it. Julio, I got you. Don't worry about it. It ain't nothing like that. I don't gotta be like, yo, Julio, here's 500. Hold that, play that for a week, nigga. This shit's whack. Don't play it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when people do that, and when people write stuff like that, like I read. Like people like, yo, you don't pay. I don't pay attention to them. I hear rappers say shots. I done seen the indirects. I read the Twitters. I seen the DVDs and YouTube. I look at that shit and I just be like, you know what? Hopefully you see me at the top, and then we could where we could even this out where it makes sense.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, everybody that's paying for play, you know, if you pay for play, give at least, you know what I'm saying, make sure they do their job.
Now, what I want to also ask you from the article, I didn't know you do charity work.
Yeah, we did.
This is the first time that I hear about charity work.
Yeah, you know, first shout out to the Dog Show. That's the first thing I want to shout out to. That's the 136 between Broadway and Amsterdam. Shout out to them. We put, like, there's a lot of things that we help put together, even if we're not front line and be like, yo, this is my name on this, or this is my name on that, or whatever the situation is. We actually did I did 2 charity events in the summer for cancer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For kids with cancer, and then for elderly people that have cancer. It was 2 different events, and I lost the guy who put me on to music, the guy who put me to rap. I lost him to cancer at 25 years old. You understand? So that's something that means something to me. So when when the events and these things come up, I don't hesitate. I don't say no. I don't refuse. I don't knock nobody. I go do my job. I go do my job at the end of the day. Shout out to Miss shout out to Darlene Free. Shout out to Miss Mike Check. Shout out to DJ Solon. And they have a charity event as well. And you know, I go and I participate, and when they do radio, when they do something, I'm there. When they need something for something, I'm there. Like, I don't hesitate. I ever do that. Because at the end of the day, there's other people that have more problems, are sick, are less fortunate, and can't do certain things for themselves. And as far as like the community,
See, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna tell you one thing. You know, regardless of what we're doing on this radio show, regardless of how many people I want to put on blast, or, you know, it is what it is. But when it comes to stuff like that, like me personally, and I'm gonna say it up front, like, you know, my team knows I'm diabetic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just found out 2 years that, you know, that, you know, I got diabetes.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? For the first month and a half, 2 months, I was devastated.
You what?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what it is to sit down and be like, damn, I got a disease that's gonna be with me for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? I gotta inject myself every fucking day with insulin, and I gotta watch my diet.
And you gotta watch.
But now that I read the article real quick about the Travis, you know what I'm saying, McCoy.
Shout out to Travis McCoy.
It was never. Let's make it real clear, because even if the people do not go and buy this magazine and don't read it, at least they heard it here.
Yeah.
Let's make it real clear. It was never the beef between you and Travis.
Nah.
It was always love because y'all 2 made a record. It was the beef between the record labels.
Look, this is what happens. I put the record. Look, he didn't have his label didn't put the record out early enough by the time I put my record out.
Right.
You understand? Like, it was his record. Like, the original sample was from his record. I put the record out. It just picked up so fast in New York. It was just so fast in New York that it picked up the East Boston. It just went through, and when it's like the label looking at it like, yo, you fucking up the money. You fucking up our money. Who are you? Like, who are you to fuck up? Legally? No. But at the end of the day, the way I saw it was, I'm not gonna stop pushing the record or do anything for the record.
Which I applaud you for that.
Nah, let me tell you something. Nobody's gonna tell me how to eat. Nobody's gonna stop me from eating or stop me from doing what I gotta do. If your record, I looked at it like that. If his record is that hot and it's better than my record, then go do what you gotta do. But the streets
But
doing
they came
it.
and they put a halt on it.
Yeah,
if
that's
I was
what you
the
do.
president and vice president or
Alright, look,
let me say this real quick.
Yeah,
If I was if I was the A&R president or whatever, Don Diddy, Jay-Z, Tip, whatever the fuck, I would have said, you know what? I'm signing you. I'm taking Travis, and we're gonna make the song one and make more money.
Of course. Of course. And you know, you know what, shots, you know, I can't even, like, the way I see it was, the BDS meant something to me. Like, I would say, things would have been a lot different if there would have been BDS, because then now you have stats.
Right. It
But
shows you who's in the competition.
It'll show you, right? But you look at Billionaire, what Billionaire did for me and what it did just for the music at the moment, even when he dropped his, even when Hot 97 tried to make it, when they try to make it urban for they can able to get their money and make everything. At the end of the day, I was getting played 5 times to 6 times a day on regular radio, regular FM radio, right? Artists that have the Def Jams and the Universal couldn't get that shit in weeks. Wow. In a New York radio. So I looked at it like, you know what? I just know that I can make a record hot enough to make this happen.
And I applaud you for that.
And I did it. And then look at Are You Ready? Are You Ready is OD, like it's an OD kind of record, and you know, you hear it, you're like, this is nice. And then I rapped on it, like I really rapped. Like I'm not on my, you know, like I really did what I did. So nobody could ever tell me like, yo, you in BDS that record, so that record's not yours and you can't make another record. Like, no, nigga, look at my resume. My shit speak for itself, so fuck them. And fuck every other label who got a situation and got a problem with that.
Yo, Pete, this is the only show that he opens up like that.
Yeah, nah.
You
know what? Let me tell you something. I'm unsigned right now because I choose to be. I want people to understand that, make that shit straight. I'm not unsigned because I ain't get a record deal or I was turned down for a record deal or nothing. I ain't never been rejected from an office. I done walked into every office and walked out can be in a different situation if I sign those dotted lines. I choose to stay independent because I have a team and I have things I have to situate before I get there.
Right.
The day I sit down with a label is the day that you'll see something else. But for the meantime, I'm happy with what I'm doing. Shout out to G-Unit, shout out to Universal, shout out to Def Jam, shout out to Warner Brothers. No matter what happens within the next 2 to 3 months, just know I stood independent because I wanted to. The day I changed that is because I decided, you know what, it's time to get some different kind of money.
And you heard that here first.
Yeah.
Alright? Alright, people, yo, UrbanLatinoRadio.com, Front Stage Radio, of course, man. I got the crew here, I got Cristion Dior.
Yeah.
Alright, yo, listen, we're gonna play another track.
Thanks, man. It's your boy Cristion Dior here with the team. I Am Status is in the motherfucking building. P. Powers is in here. Shout out to
name is Status.
You know what?
Okay.
You see, I just try to give him a marketing plan because I want this nigga to be bigger than he is. You see, right now, he right here. He chilling. He by the wall. I want the nigga to look up. Look over there. You see that I move the camera? I want the nigga to have an image. So I want y'all to think I am Status. And when you say it to yourself, I am Status. No, you was Status.
Yo.
That's what I want them to do. But these niggas is thinking peanuts. I'm thinking Jiff.
Yo, and I am Powers.
Yo, fuck all that, man. You see what it is.
You already know what it is. Draftpickz. We heavy right now. These kids. Yo, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth, B. 2-3 weeks ago, I'd have been like, these niggas is, these niggas is putting in some fucking work. They outworking everybody. If I let them outwork me, then I'm slipping. Yo, but they my crutches to hold me up. You already know what it is. Draftpickz, this family. Wigs, what up? Get on your motherfucking grind and call me. Nothing Honduras, B. We ain't in the motherfucking building.